In the house. Long awaited. Feel good, my man. My man, stop to let him know who you are, man.
How y'all doing out there? My name is Leevon Young Jr., a.k.a. Bear.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's granting me the first exclusive interview, so, you know, I'm sitting there kind of cheesing about that. You know, never had that happen or come off like that. So, you know what I'm saying? We here to promote your book, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, first off, you know, introduce to the cats, you know, let them know you like, you know who you are, you know what I'm saying? What you be, you know what I'm saying? What is it that you do? You know, we going off the head, y'all. Just giving y'all a heads up. You're going to hear laughter. We're going to be cracking up. It's just how it's supposed to be. Nothing scripted. So, you know, just, you know, like.
All right, first of all, you know what I'm saying? My new book just came out November 15th. Thug Misses, A Woman's Sacrifice. It's available in stores near you online at barnesandnobles.com, aroundthewaybooks.com, also at halftime.com and alberts.com. You can go out there and cop that at the bookstores.
I read the first 4 chapters. He actually gave me the book like last week. My grind's been kind of heavy, so I couldn't even really get to it. So I'm going to definitely give y'all, you know, reviewing it by next week. But from what I've been reading, man, like I was telling him in the green room in the back, man, it's a good read, man. For real, y'all need to go out and support this. Like I said, you know, it's a difference between, you know, hood novels, like I said, ignorant hood novels. And this one is not a far-fetched joint, you know what I'm saying? It's got actual characters, you know, everyone can relate to, and it's not like, you know, whatever. It's a good book. It's a good read, man. You know, so far I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm only on like the 4th chapter and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, how many books, you know, you got, like, actually written up or published or, you know?
On the writing tip, I mean, I got like maybe 10 joints that's actually ready to hit the stands. It's just a matter of getting them out there. On the writing tip, I mean, I write effortlessly. I mean, it's just something I do. God's gift to me, and He blessed me with that talent.
So that's something I want to, like, ask. Like, as far as, you know, your writing abilities and stuff, is that something that, like, you get inspired by, like, reading a whack novel, or just, like, you know, it's just something that's just in you that you just, like, what inspires you to sit back and, like, write a novel, you know? Like, I'm going to write about this today, and, you know, just...
Well, it wasn't so much about me wanting to write. It was something, it was like I was just tired of the lifestyle I was living in. I didn't have an outlet for my frustration, and my wife actually seen the talent in me, and she kind of like pushed me in that direction. And when I actually picked up the pen and paper, it just flowed. It just came from the top of the head. I actually write from the heart. So when people read something that I write, they're actually getting a piece of me. They're seeing the inner side of me. I'm saying there's nothing made up. If I can't see me being in a situation or someone I know being in a situation, I'm not writing about it.
And see, that's what I'm talking about when I say between, like, real novels, vice versa, far-fetched ignorant joints, because you got cats that's like, that don't either live the life, or you got people that just, like, don't know nothing about it, and they just be out there just doing whatever have you, and just writing stuff that's far-fetched that you can't even, you know, think about, but, you know.
A good writer will never leave off of a subject he knows about. You can only write about what you've experienced in life. If you've never experienced it, I wouldn't suggest you write about it, because you can't make it believable.
Exactly. That's like in terms of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You got cats that don't live the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Say they in the kitchen cooking and all this other stuff, probably eggs and bacon. They ain't really cooking what they saying they cooking. I ain't putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? They one that wants to. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm tired, yo.
I'm laughing because for those who listening in the Walkill, you know, a.k.a. the Baker Man.
Yeah.
I know desserts ain't the same anymore, but hey, love is love.
You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, it's just like I tell my crew, you know, practice what you preach. If you ain't living that life, you know what I'm saying, you know, don't write about it, because anyone and everyone can test you on it. And this is a big dude, y'all, so I don't think everyone can test this guy. It's a big dude up in here, so...
Alright, I'm gonna give it to you like this on the writing tip. A lot of brothers out there, you know, it's an outlet for us. You know, hip-hop became so mainstream, and a lot of brothers were struggling to get in there. The big industry wigs is like blackballing them, black shelving a lot of good artists, especially the political black artists. You know, so writing became an outlet for more brothers who are incarcerated, because we got a lot of time on our hands, and we're sitting up in the pens doing nothing. So brothers looked at that as a form of expression. So what they started doing is they started creating these books, writing about the lifestyle they live or someone else they seen live. And in doing that, a lot of brothers should take the time out and learn the craft instead of just writing a book.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The story can be good, but how good is it? Is it marketable?
That's what I'm saying. The technique. Like, what type of... I don't want you to put it out there as far as your secrets, a technique, but like you just said, there has to be a technique and a form in order to, you know, and like I said, it's like the first premise, like the first page from what I read, you know what I'm saying, it talks about the guy, you know, getting set up by his boy Bigger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So right there automatically it's just like, okay, this is going to be a good, you got to like hit him but then don't give them too much, and then it's like, you know, it's a form, chapter after chapter explains everything with that. You know what I'm saying? As far as writing books, it's just like with structuring a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you gotta be able to hit your joints. Your highest verse should be your second, because after your first joint, after your first verse, if it's not banging, I ain't trying to listen to the second or third. So
well, with Thug Misses,
yeah.
I took it on a different approach. You know, I've read numerous hood novels. You know what I'm saying? Some good, some bad, some extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I looked at what the industry wasn't doing. A lot of brothers is writing to a male audience. Me, I'm writing to a female audience. Thug Misses is the book that's based off of a female struggle. I'm gonna give the other side of the game. We already know the side of the game of the out there on the block, hugging the block like radio belt ties and doing the other crazy stuff. But what about the females that support them brothers? You know what I'm saying? What are they going through when them brothers is getting locked up, when they have to deal with the aftermath of that brother? No one's actually exploiting that and writing about that. So when Thug Misses, I wrote about one woman's testament about what she's out there doing, following behind her brother trying to save his life. You know what I'm saying? And the people who are coming into her circumference, she knows nothing about the game. That was his lifestyle. She's just doing what she do because she loves him. You know what I'm saying? And that was my angle on this book. This one was actually for the females. Don't worry, fellas. I definitely got one out there for you. So stay looking for Beast in the Game, because it's coming soon.
Yeah. Well, you pretty much answered what I'm about to say. You know, as far as as far as you get ideas from like reading other people's books, or is that just like a
wow? Actually,
well, not in a sense where you take it from them, but you know, it's just you read. Sometimes you just get like, it's like me, like when I'm like, I go back and listen to beats from Dilla, Primo, just to get inspiration. Then I go back and create my own. So you know, it's like, is that a catalyst that, you know, how? That's a catalyst. Wow, hold on, I must be tired, y'all. I'm using big words over there, like, oh, what the heck? I ain't never used. But you know, is that like something that'll jumpstart you to be like, all right, cool, like. So I know your note game must be heavy. Like you be riding around, be like stop in the middle of the freeway. Hold on a second.
Well, right I take notes, but not so much in the sense that a lot of people would think when I write. I mean, I go in. I may spend 4 or 5 hours just going in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fastest I've ever wrote a book was in 30 days.
I'm about to say, like, what's the typical
30
time?
30 days.
Okay.
The most I write a book will be 60 days tops.
Yeah.
But as far as my inspiration comes from things that I see around me. I might be sitting watching a good movie, and a little scenario might play off, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I see it. Yeah. Okay, and I just construct something around that, but I always keep the underprivileged African American person in there, because I'm writing for the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I always keep the underprivileged African American in there, and I just build off of that. But it has to be something real. Yeah. If it's not real and it's not believable, I ain't writing about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even call my writing style urban fiction. I call it reality writing, because if you haven't seen it, you haven't heard it, you know someone who's been through it, or you've been through it yourself, and that's a fact. So when you read this book, you're going to love some characters, you're going to hate some characters, and you're going to root for the bad guy at times.
Because I'm even sitting there, I was like, okay, what was it, Sean?
Yeah,
I'm sitting there, I was like, yo, she look how she about to, she beat that chick up at the bus stop. So I'm like, yo, yo, if I'm getting in, yo, I told you, I'm reading this, man, I'm getting into this, yo, actually, I'm getting into it for real. So it's a good read, man. Y'all need to go pick that up, and you know what I'm saying. But as far as
I want to get the brothers out there. You know, we're doing a little special rate for inmates. You know, being that the brothers is locked down. You know, sometimes these people don't come through with their money, with their packages. You know, commissary kind of hard. I know how it is for brothers up in there. So what we're doing is we got the $12 special rate for inmates to people in institutions with no shipping and handling. That's free, because I know shipping and handling actually make or break whether a brother orders something. I'm being real.
Yeah, I understand.
The brother had the money to buy the product, but no shipping and handling money.
$3 and the shipping handling is like 12. You be like, what the heck? You know, but
yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For everybody else, it's $14.99. But if you go on site at aroundawaybooks.com, you can actually pick it up for $12, and they're actually giving a little special right now that you can pick it up for $9.99 and $5 discount on the book, or for cover price. So that's only for a limited time. So if brothers going to jump on, they got to jump on that right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?